Hi, my name's Chris, and I want to welcome you to this Thursday edition of Geeks Under Grace, where we talk about life and faith and how all those things kind of come together to form our daily walk. And I was really, I had this total different idea for a video this week, and I just for some odd reason, I came up with this concept of quitting things that just kind of got in my head and got stuck there. And I wanted to talk about quitting stuff. You know, New Year's is come and gone, and everybody has their New Year's resolutions, things they're going to do. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to quit eating too much. I'm going to quit drinking too much. I'm going to quit dipping. Whatever those things you want to quit are that you're going to give up on. But that's the way we normally think about things, right? We normally think about the things we need to quit to make our lives better that are bad for us or that are just have a negative thing tied to them. But what about the possibility of quitting something that is good for something that is quite better? Now, I don't know what this means in your life, and I don't know how this could be applied in a way that shows up and manifests in a way that makes sense in your life. But I've gone through some things recently that have made me realize I needed to let go of something good for something better. And when this happened, over the summer, I was helping my parents sell a boat. And it was a very nice boat. The boat was actually kind of part of the family. We had that boat a long time, many, many years, a couple decades. And we were selling this boat, and it was still in great shape. The thing still looked good, ran good, but we just weren't using it. So I was selling it for my parents, and I ended up actually taking it to the person's house that bought it. Really nice family. We really enjoyed knowing that the boat was going to be enjoyed by a family that was kind of in the stage we were at when my parents bought the boat, and it just meant a lot to us that it was going to a really nice family. And I ended up actually towing the boat over to the family's house and parking it and unhitching it, and we kind of spent some time going over things about the boat and everything. And I got ready to drive off, and I picked up my iPhone, and I took a picture, like the one last picture of the boat. And God said, "Hey, you know what? Sometimes you got to let go of stuff." And I said, "Oh, wait a minute, you're not talking about the boat, are you?" And I had to pull over the car, and we had a little emotional time of prayer and like a little worship service all to myself. But there was something in my life that was really good that I had to give up for something better. And I'll spare you the long story of what that all is, because that's just a whole another couple videos in and of itself. But all of a sudden I found myself today realizing that I was experiencing some opportunities today. I mean, like phone call today of an opportunity that I would not have entertained or known about had I continued to cling to the thing that was going on in the past, the good thing that was going on. I wouldn't have known about the better thing or been open to the better thing had I clung to that thing in the past. And I know this is kind of hard to... I'm actually doing this very ambiguously for a reason, because I want you to plug in things in your life that are the good things that maybe you need to give up for the better. So that's just the thought I wanted to share with you this week. I have no idea if that applies in any way, but it just was something that was spoken to my heart that I wanted to run with, and I hope that somehow applies to your life. And it's at least something to pray about, don't you think? Oh, hey, by the way, be sure to join us. There's so many ways you can join the Geeks Under Grace nonsense that goes on online. You can go on the Facebook page, Geeks Under Grace. You can go over to the Star Wars spoiler channel. You can go to our YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. I mean, there are just so many ways. Can't even mention them all because I'm just really ignorant and don't have a whole list here in front of me. But you know what? Get involved in this thing. You'll be glad you did.